Hello and welcome to our Wednesday live webinar with olalschools.com. We have Kerry with us from OptimumSA. We will get to Kerry in a short little while. So we are going to be discussing today starting off home education on term 3. So over to you, Kerry, just for a brief introduction.
Yes, hello everybody. As you know, Kerry from OptimumSA, the lady that apparently knows a little bit too much, but hello, thank you for joining us. Yes, what happens a lot is parents about the second term, a learner should be used to the new grade. And in a lot of instances, the parents get the term 2 report and they're not happy with the results, or the classroom is too big, or the learner is really unhappy at the school. They're starting to go through into silly things like depression and all sorts of things like that. And then they want to take the child out of the school, but then they're like, oh gosh, now what do I do? A lot of schools don't always accept a learner in the middle of the year because it's a learner adjusting and whatever, or people have moved to another province or city, town, whatever have you, and they just can't get them into a school for whatever the reason is. So then they're like, oh no, my child's lost that whole year. This whole year's gone. What do we do? Now, we accept learners from term 3, all right? So we don't charge for term 1 and term 2. We've taken that completely out of our fee structure for the parents, because I mean, you can't charge someone for 2 terms that's not going to be completed. And the main thing is, try, if you're considering having your child leave that school for whatever reason, try and have it that they get a term 2 report, so that when you join with OptimumSA and with Olal Schools, the learner then doesn't have to redo term 2 work to get term 2 marks. Okay, so try and get that term 2 report, all right, because we will then take the marks from term 1 and term 2 and put it on to our report at the end of the year. Okay, if there's no marks, there's a problem. So and they literally then kick off in the beginning of term 3 as if nothing's happened. Okay, so they start with the term 3 work. Our books are split into the terms. So, you know, it's not like in a classroom environment where they start in this section and then move to that section and so on. We literally work according to our terms in the books. So where it says term 3, chapter 1, or whatever chapter, that page, you start on that page. The only thing we advise for clients at the end of the year when it comes to term 4 exams is to just have the learner do revision of term 1 and term 2, especially in case it's a subject that like EMS and technology, where they get questioned on the full year's work, and life orientation, they get questioned on the full year's work. So that is why also our books are not cut in half. You know, they're not sold per term, they're sold as a full year's unit. So but it is definitely, the world hasn't come to an end if you want to pull your child out at the end of term 2. Okay, no, the child is not going to lose their whole year.
Yes, we just like a general conversation just amongst a few parents that I have spoken to, the challenges that they're facing now. There's 2 major ones that I know of that we've discussed amongst just even old work colleagues that I've spoken to. There's a challenge that the classes are too big, and number 2 is that bullying. And a lot of them have asked the same question: what if, or how would one change over from one curriculum to another?
Well, that is why we use the CAPS curriculum, because all the government schools follow the CAPS curriculum, and our books are CAPS aligned books. So, and 9 times out of 10, when we get a learner that is registered and they find out what books we use, they say, oh, my child has been using those books for term 1 and term 2 anyway. So the actual content change there is no change. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same subjects, exact same content. There's no difference there. That is why we've kept the books the way we have. Okay. That's why we haven't changed them. So the only difference is adjusting to the new way of learning, being home all the time, being responsible for your academics, having to get up to sit at a desk, you make a workspace at home to get into that zone. So 9 times out of 10, if it is a learner that is being bullied or that is feeling alienated or that is feeling like they're not getting the attention they deserve, they already want to leave themselves anyway. So they will then adjust better to the new form of learning, being stuck at home 24/7, working on their own with their books. So the only difference is they are responsible for their education solely. Okay, there's no one to blame that the classroom's too big, teacher doesn't explain anything nicely, because there isn't that in your home. And then you don't have the teacher standing in front and going naga, 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 you know, running their mouth off on whatever the lesson is. So because your teacher is your book, and your tutor is your mom, or you register with Olal Schools for the one-on-one tuition that you guys offer. So, but as far as the content is concerned, it's exactly the same.
Yeah, so that's the main thing. Like our kids get to cover everything that they would cover at a traditional school, even though they're coming to join us in through term. They won't be left behind. They will still be on track with everything. So it doesn't mean that they're leaving a normal school or traditional school and going to homeschooling, home education. I do apologize.
I don't know if it's...
Hi, Kerry, can you hear me?
Oh, you froze in time for a second.
Okay, so it's my connection. Okay, am I back now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Sorry about that.
No.
So yes, it is never too late to enroll for home education. You can go straight through to OptimumSA and Kerry can help you, or you can join us at olalschools.com and we can guide you to the way and join us for live interaction. And then also, sorry, before we head off and say bye-bye to everybody, Olal Schools has something, actually myself is looking forward to this winter. We have winter camp.
Yes, I saw. Marsha sent me the video. It's awesome.
I'm looking so forward to it because there's, I don't even know where the list begins. Is live interaction with our kids. And it's not for just the children at all our schools. Anybody can come and join us. All you got to do is go onto our website, www.olalschools.com, and come and join us. Let your children get that experience of interacting with other students their own age, and they'll get to meet people, well, children under the supervision of teachers from Cape Town, Victoria, Durban, everywhere that you can think of. So let them come and join us. Like I've mentioned, it's totally free and it's going to be an awesome experience. So come and join us for winter camp. You can come join us too if you like, Kerry, for one session.
Yes, I'll have to check that video again and see if there's any time slots, and then do a pop in and say, how's it?
And come and join us and just see what it's all about, and you will get to meet the amazing team we have. So I look forward to that, and I hope our new viewers and our previous viewers come and join us as well. So let's just wrap it up. So don't forget, it's never too late to enroll your child for home education. Even though we are entering term 3, there is no such thing as a closing date for home education.
That's definitely true. The learner, the most important part is the learner won't lose the rest of the year and lose a year of their grade. They can still continue. You just pick up where they left off, start off with term 3. The only adjustment is getting used to being at home and doing your education at home. The rest is all the way it should be. So no stresses. Not good for the heart or the soul.
Just getting everything sorted, like sorry, we're gonna wrap up. But like we said in with our very first webinar in the beginning of the year, the only thing you gotta do is get the first term under your belt and move forward.
Yes.
So even if you do join us in third term, that is your first term of home education. Even though we're going into third term, that means just go with the flow and figure it out. All be okay.
It will all be okay. That's the main thing. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Katie, for having me, and take care of yourself. Keep warm, everybody, and we will see you same time next week, Wednesday at 2:30. Hey.
Yes, 2:30 on a Wednesday. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, leave a comment at the bottom, and myself or Kerry or a team member will get back to you as soon as possible. Have a lovely week and a beautiful weekend. Stay warm. Bye-bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Katie.
Bye.